In today's video, I'm going to show you how I created this look. I'm going to do it on that side. And I didn't mean to do all my lipstick either. I started doing it. I'm like, girl, you didn't even finish your makeup, but it's okay. And I'm going to explain why I'm doing this video as I'm filming it, because it was because of a rant I did on a brush video. I shit you not. Sometimes it went into my spam and nobody saw the light of day of it because it got eliminated because there really wasn't a point to it. But I just wanted to share a video on this because I don't know if there was a misunderstanding. I'm not quite sure. We're going to get into it. But when I do my looks, listen, I have a lot of brushes. I have a lot. Listen, I have brushes in my bathroom. I have some brushes here. I have brushes back there. Excuse, I thought there was a piece of hair. I have a lot of brushes, okay? But you don't need to have a billion brushes to do your makeup unless you are a makeup artist. If you're a makeup artist, yes, you need a lot of brushes. You need to have some clean brushes because when they get dirty, like you have to have a lot of brushes when you're a makeup artist. Yes. Okay. I'm not a makeup artist. I have a lot of brushes because I've been sent them and I purchased some of the brushes myself too. And I will probably buy more brushes eventually because I test them out for you. But that doesn't mean you need to have every brush. So if you're on my channel wanting me to convince you to buy something, honey, you're on the wrong channel. Okay, you're on the wrong channel. I don't do that here. I do the opposite. I share things, I put links below, and I appreciate it when you do use them because I do earn a commission on that. But I want you to get more out of my channel than just me pushing product. That's not what it's about. I have a lot of brushes and I use, another thing I want to talk about too is the difference between synthetic and real hair brushes too. The reason that like I said, I have a lot of brushes because of what I do. But before I started my channel, okay, when I was a teenager, I was using brushes to do my eyeshadow. Before I even learned about makeup, I just started doing that. And I remember even when I worked in a hair salon, some of the women that I worked with were using those stupid things that come with the eyeshadow. I was like, they would like laugh at me and I think, I'm not the silly one because like I want to blend my makeup. I'm not going to put it on with a sponge applicator, okay? I don't even know why they put those in there, especially in the bougie brands. I don't know why we're doing that. You should be using a brush, okay? Anyway, so I've had brushes for a long time. And if you take good care of them, they will last you a long ass time. But you don't need to have every brush that you see presented in front of you. That's why I did that video. You don't need to, okay? It basically was just giving you a guide to what brushes you need to do a look. This is all I need to do my entire face. That's it right there. That's all I need. Okay? And I don't really even need this one. I just like to use this with the blush, okay? And there's probably maybe 2 other brushes I'll talk about. I don't really personally use them that you might need as well. So maybe I'll talk about that first because otherwise I'm going to forget. So let's go over the brushes really quickly and then actually let's do it while I'm doing it, okay? The 2 brushes that I'm not using is I don't have a bronzer brush in front of me because I have not been doing bronzer, but if I wanted to, I could use something like this. You could use one that's fatter than this, or you could use something like that to do bronzer. The other one is doing like the contouring BS. I don't do the contour and all that. I don't. I tried it out. I don't know when I did that because I was watching somebody a video or something, but I just don't do it. I just don't. Like the way that I'm wearing my makeup right now, that's pretty much how that's how I wear it. I don't do a lot of makeup. I just don't. I blush. I don't have bronzer on. I don't even have a highlighter on. That's just the blush that I'm wearing. Okay, so those are the 2 brushes I don't have. Really quickly before I do it, let me just talk about the difference between synthetic and real hair brushes. I have more brushes here. I'm telling you, I have brushes that I travel with. I have brushes, okay? Like I bought these because they're pretty and they're blue. I never use them and I don't think they're that great. They're Sigma brushes. I think Sigma brushes are kind of overhyped in my personal opinion. Just gonna tell you that I don't think they're that great. Even I have this one too. I need to wash it, but I don't really use it. Okay, so Rougher brushes. These are the real hair brushes that I personally own. They're from Rougher, and I love these. So these are made from goat hair. They are made in Japan, and they are extremely well made brushes. Take good care of them. They will last you for years and maybe even forever. Okay. Thing about natural hair brushes is it's going to pick up more of that product for you. So you're not digging your brush in there. It's really going to pick it up really well and apply it to your eye. And then you blend it out and it blends out like a dream. That's what real hair brushes do. And you can use these for liquids. You can use it for creams. You can use it for powder. You can use it for all of it. Okay. The same goes with synthetic. Same thing. Difference. So synthetic are just made out of synthetic materials, not real hair. Okay, so that's let me just grab a brush really quick. Synthetic, and then this is natural. These will and can get stained depending on the pigment, that you're using with eyeshadow or blush or whatever. These can get stained sometimes, and they don't always get 100% clean. Sometimes they do. I've had a couple that I've had to really, yeah, like they have some stains on them. I don't have any in front of me right now that are like that, but I have had some that I've used some eyeshadows on that were really dark, and it was really hard to get it off. So that's something that can happen with these. So that's a difference. But you don't need to use, you don't. I'm going to show you, like for an eyeshadow, we're going to do that. Actually, let me do my concealer first. So my concealer, I'm just going to go into my Natasha Denona, and I'm just going to take this. I use it sideways, and I just go in like this and apply it. And then I'm going to start to blend it. I mean, this is what I do to get dressed. Sometimes I do the whole liner thing. Depends on the concealer. I will use skinny liner, but I find with this, do you see how it is? I don't know if you can see that. Look on my face, camera. I can get it in that area really nicely, and I'm not putting too much product on when I do that. So now I'm going to go in and I'm going to use this brush. This is from Fit Club Beauty. This one was from Clay Depot. You don't have to get this brush. You don't have to get any of these brushes. That was the point of the video, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and I just started using this. It's from Charlotte Tilbury. I like a brush like this to powder under my eyes. I just like the size of it for me. I don't want to use anything too big, and I don't really like to use that side. This side is something I used to clean up with, so that's nice. So now I'm going to go in with my foundation. Now, lately with this particular one, I know this is going to seem weird, but I actually put this on with my hands. I just find that this foundation goes on better with my hands, but then I will go in with a brush and I will finish blending it out. And I will take that brush. This is that double-sided brush from BK Beauty. I love this. One of the things that I love about this, and I'm not trying to convince you about it, I'm just telling you. The thing that I like about Nikki's line is you don't need to have all the brushes that she has. I don't use all of them. But there's some brushes that I use a lot. This is one of them. I love how convenient it is. And it's just nice. I don't have to think about it. It's like, I can put a little powder on if I need to on that side. I can use this side to do the liquid. And I'm trying to think, when I filmed that video, that might have been before I got the Nikki La Rosa brushes. I can't remember now, because you guys know that I film my videos ahead of time. So there you go, done with that. Now I could use that brush, but I'm going to use a fluffy brush to do my powder, my setting powder. So I'm going to go ahead and use this one. You can use a fluffier one if you want to, but this one works really good for me. And then I will just go ahead and set that. Now I can go ahead and use this for the blush too, but I like to use a different brush for that. And I just feel like, for me, I like to use the RMS blush brush with these. I don't know, I just really like the way that they apply for me, so that's what I like to go in with. I think that's good. If I need to add more, I'll add more. So I don't even need a highlighter because of the kind of blush it is, okay? If I did use a highlighter, then that would be another one I would get. I want to get a brush for highlighter. Personally, the ones that I like to use, I don't know if I have it in front of me. Well, something like this. I have one that's more flat. I just don't have it in front of me. I will use something like this, like a fluffy eyeshadow brush. And that's how I put my highlighter on. I just find it works better than a big brush. So you could just use your eyeshadow brush and just wipe it off. That's what I'm saying. Okay, so we're done with that. Now we're going to get to the eyes. And I'm just going to go in with my, I have Natasha Denona, I need a nude. I'm just going to do this color. I mean, it's going to be very, very basic. This might be like the basic bitch thing I did not too long ago, but this is what I do. I mean, I have a lot of eyeshadow palettes. And if I'm going to go with this color now. And if I did not have a, see how I'm getting in the outer corner too with it? But if I didn't have a channel, I wouldn't have all this makeup. I'm just telling you that right now. I wouldn't. And a lot of the times lately, I'm using my RMS cream shadows because I love those. But when you have a channel like I do, I have to share different stuff all the time. If I were just share the same palette from 5 years ago, you guys would be like moving on to the next thing. That's how it is. Sometimes it can be exhausting. I'm going to be honest with you. So I'm going to go in with that brown right there. Same brush. Just deepening that a little bit. And I do not use a brush for my lid. I'm swiping my brush off. I just use my finger and I'm just going to go in with this color and those two colors, okay? All right, now taking my smudger brush, I'm going to go ahead and take that dark color and put that right here. Now, if you go a little bit too much, take this brush, have a brush like that, and I'll blend that out. Now I'm going to put that down and I'm going to go ahead and use my liner. Going with my Barbarella Brown, of course. Then in my tight line first. This is at the point where I'm probably going to need to sharpen it, but I'm going to try not to. And I'll go ahead and put it on the top part of my lid. Make sure it's scrubbed good. And then I'll go back with that brush. Just kind of smudge it out. I'll go back under here. A little bit more there. I'll go back here because I want to make sure that they're both even. I'm going to take that same smudger brush. I'm wiping it off really good. And I'm just going to go in. I'm trying to think which one did I use now. I think I used that pink one right there. Because in my bathroom it didn't look pink. So, yeah. Just put a little bit in my inner corner there. Now I'm going to curl my lashes. And I'll start doing my mascara and then we're going to get to the brow because that's another brush. Now let's go to the brows. The brows, I'm going to go ahead and take my RMS right here. And there's two brushes that I like to use. I like to use this brush and this brush. This one I like to apply with, but this is one I like to blend it out with. This one's from Chanel. Again, don't need to have it. I'm showing you that's what I use. And I've been using that Chanel one for years. This is the one I really like to use, and I use it with a pencil or a powder. It doesn't matter. So I feel like that's pretty good. Sometimes I need to blend it a little bit, but actually it looks pretty good. I feel like this side needs to be blended a little bit. Okay. And then do I have my gel in here? If I don't, oh, I do. Okay. I'll put my little bit of brow gel on. This one is from Rare Beauty. And then, you know, I already put my lipstick on. I mean, that is it. That's it. I want to put some more mascara on because I know I do not have enough, because you know I am a mascara whore. So I'm going to go over the brushes really quickly one more time because I want to show you again what I used. And again, it's all, if I get rid of all my brushes, like that's all I really need. I have a lip brush that I use if I have, you know, there's some lip products that I use a lip brush with, but I don't use it all the time. But I mean, these are the brushes that I use the most right now. I'm not saying this, like I use my rougher brushes. I love my rougher brushes. But I'm just saying, as far as doing a full face, like that's all I need. This isn't 1,000 brushes. This woman said that, you know, Michelle Wang uses 1,000 brushes. I don't even know what she's talking about. I don't even know why she mentioned Michelle's name in her rant. But this is all I use. It's it. I know it seems like a lot. You could even eliminate this and just have this. So blush brush, powder brush, could be bronzer too. I've used this too. I do have a bronzer, a powder bronzer that I could use this with. I have used it with, but I just don't do bronzer all the time anymore. You can use one side for powder, one side is the foundation. I love that. I have one, this is all I need for a whole eyeshadow look. Just that one brush. That's it. I mean, I obviously have to use this underneath. That's just how I smudge it out. You don't need it. Smudge brush. This is for my brows. Sometimes I use it, sometimes I don't need it. This is to apply my brow powder. I just find this works better than using this. I just really like this. My concealer brush from Clé de Peau, and then Fit Glow Beauty. That's it. That's really what I use most of the time. And then where did I put my the blush? I just like to apply the RMS blushes with this. I just feel like they apply really nice for me. So that's it. You don't need more brushes than that. If you want to get them, I really don't care. Okay, that's not what the video was about. It was really to help you not be overwhelmed. And no, you don't need to have, you know, a brush to do this and a brush to do that and a brush to do that and a brush to... You don't need 5 brushes to do an eyeshadow look, honey. You don't. You don't need to. If you want to, yes. I mean, you can use brushes that are going to get a little bit more detailed. I have them in here because I have other brushes in my bathroom, but these are the ones that I just use a lot. So I don't have them in here, so I must have it in my my other room. But we'll use this as an example, okay? So you can use a brush like this to get the inner outer corner if you wanted to just do one. And I have some that are shorter than this too. I just don't have it in front of me. That you can get the outer corner with it if you want to deepen it out. You know, you can use something like this for your lid. I mean, you can do all that, but you don't have to though. You can still create a look using what I showed you how to do. I did it. It's easy to do. I don't know about you, but I don't have time. I mean, really, I don't have time to be going through all of my brushes to use every single brush all the time. I don't. There's, you know, I give all of them a chance. I rotate all my brushes. I use them, but you don't need to have that many brushes. Trust me, you don't. You just saw me do a look. This is what I use. That's it. That's not a lot of brushes, in my opinion. And throughout the years, even before I started my YouTube channel, I didn't have a lot of brushes. I probably didn't even have this many brushes. I probably had less. And my makeup looked nice. So, and if you don't, you know, some people use sponges. Sometimes I use sponges. I like makeup sponges. I love using them. I've just been on the brush thing lately. I don't know. I just kind of like, that's just been my thing lately. Okay. So anyways, that's all. It was just trying to be helpful. I don't know why this woman got so bent out of shape. I have no idea. It was just to be helpful to you. You don't need to have every single brush. And you don't even have to get any of them that I shared in this video. It's just a guide. So it helps you. I'm just going to stop already because I could just keep on going on. But that's it. That's all I wanted to share with you guys. I really hope that you found this video helpful and informative. I really do, because that is my goal here, is to help you. I'm here to help you. Okay? I'm here to help you. I really hope that my videos are helpful and informative. If you're new here, I would love to have you join. I share new videos every single week. Please consider smashing that subscribe button below. It is free. And before you leave, please do me a huge favor. Please make sure you like, share, and comment my videos because it helps to push them out to the algorithm, and I would greatly appreciate it. And for all of you OG subscribers and all my new ones, thank you so much. I really, really, truly appreciate every single one of you, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye.